Hey guys, here we have a 14 Ford Edge. In the previous video we did a leather wrap steering wheel. This is actually like a rubber steering wheel. You can see the damage on top of these from people just holding on the same spot over and over again. We can actually melt that down a little bit and retexture it. Very similar to the leather wrap steering wheel, but not exactly. So we're going to show you how to do those so you can compare the two. And just like the leather wrap steering wheel, the first thing we're going to do is give it a good cleaning. Again, we're using our lacquer thinner, rubbing alcohol, or vinyl prep, whatever you'd like to use. Get a good shot of that damage that's on there. We'll get you all set up and we'll be right back. Okay, as we talked about in our previous video, when doing the leather wrap steering wheel, just want to cover up the steering wheel and the instrument cluster the best we can. We don't want to get overspray when we do start retexturing this. That should be pretty good. We're only doing this part of the steering wheel right across the top here where our damage is. For that, we're going to take a graining pad which has a very similar grain to the steering wheel already. These melt pretty easily. We get a lot of that grain to go right back in. I'm going to light our torch. I'm going to start by just warming up small sections at a time. I'm actually smoothing it out. This will go pretty quickly. You don't want to spend too much time with the torch at one spot. It will melt very quickly. But we do want it to melt a little bit so we can get that grain to go back in there and that texture back in there. Again, this one's not too bad. It's just across the top here. See in the sunlight there how quickly this stuff does melt. Get that texture back in. Again, kind of like the leather wrap steering wheel, we want to make sure we go around the back side a little bit. A lot of guys forget to do that. And you see it from the outside. And that's smoothed out really nicely. This one's not too bad. So again, very similar to the leather wrap steering wheel, but this one I don't need to put any product on. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But this one, we don't need to fill anything in. We're just going to retexture and re-dye this one. And I'll go get some products and we'll be right back. Okay, I did grab another towel just to cover up the instrument panel here a little bit so we don't get any overspray. As you can see, that came out pretty darn good. And again, we're using our SEM's texture coating, our usual go-to for black. And I'm going to spray it away from our product first, make sure our tip is clean. That's our normal go-to. Just put a couple light coats. And not exactly the same as our leather wrap steering wheel repair, but very, very similar. And that's going to dry very, very quickly. Get a better look at that hopefully here. Do one more coat just to make sure we've got all those pores filled in on that rubber wrap. Actually, it's not even wrapped, it's just kind of rubber itself. So I got a little heavy there, so it has to dry for a couple seconds. But this will clean up really nice. As soon as that dries off, again, we're going to go over with our SEM's classic coat in black. I think we're about ready. We can lightly wipe that down. Again, we want to get the back side of that steering wheel. good coat over the whole thing. And that should do it. We'll let this dry off and we'll come back and take a look at it. Came out really, really nice. Really happy with that. All right, this is our finished product. We're all sealed up, all cleaned up. I'm gonna take our towels off of here. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.